We recently modified this old prison-issue transparent CRT TV to accept component video. So today, we finish things using this tiny board that I just got in the mail from GG Labs. The final piece in the puzzle to turn this TV into the most epic DIY monitor for the most epic Apple IIGS build. So stay tuned. And if you've ever wondered how the Ship of Theseus dilemma applies to old computers, I hope you'll consider subscribing to the channel. So when we last saw this really cool transparent TV, we removed the built-in digital TV tuner and usurped its internal connection to the main board, and it worked surprisingly well, basically on the first try, which is kind of a first for this channel. Well, I specifically did that mod with the goal of using this as a monitor to make this complete, transparent, highly accelerated Apple IIGS build. But before we can power up this dream setup here, we need to do one more thing to get video from the IIGS into component, and it's this tiny board that just came in the mail today. It's the GS2 HD, and it takes the IIGS RGB video out and turns it into component video. This build would be totally impossible without this, because the analog RGB coming out of the IIGS is a 15 kHz horizontal frequency, and most modern TVs, including probably this thing, will not sync to that. Plus there's some other magic going on in here to get good picture quality in the conversion. Phew, I need a nap. Good thing the sponsor of today's video is Helix. And boy am I excited to partner with Helix with an exclusive arrangement for all of you, because sleep is important. And I've had some real trouble with insomnia over the years. I can never seem to fall asleep, and I'll lay in bed uncomfortable for hours. So I was honestly really excited to try out Helix and see how it helped. Because unlike randomly buying some expensive mattress at some furniture store like I normally have done, with no idea if it will work, and then spending a bunch more money on toppers and memory foam, trying to mask how uncomfortable it turns out to be, Helix offers a sleep quiz that helps increase the likelihood of getting the right mattress the first time. Plus, they offer a 100-night sleep trial to test the mattress and ensure it's right. When I got the mattress, I was surprised at how easy it was to unbox and set it up. Once my new Dusk Luxe was fully puffed out from shipping, initial impressions were this thing felt great. It was supportive enough, but soft enough. Very premium feeling. I'm almost positive I'm going to keep this thing, but knowing that I still have plenty of time in the 100-day trial is really comforting. Pun possibly intended. And Helix gave me an exclusive offer to give out to all of you, 27% off plus 2 free pillows. Go to helixsleep/actionretro and use promo code HelixPartner27. Again, make sure you use that promo code HelixPartner27 to get that deal. Link down in my description below. Alright, guess we're taking apart a CRT again. Alright, I guess you need to scrounge up some hot glue or something for these, because that double-sided tape is not holding. And we also need to figure out which one of these holes here is for audio. I picked up a little bag of these tiny jacks here. So next to these 4 wires I connected for video, the next 3 holes should be ground, audio left, audio right, and both of those get combined into mono for the single speaker. Back here, I've got some wires that we can disconnect since the audio jack is kind of screwed into the plastic on the back of the case. I will be following no wire color conventions at all, so this red will be ground. Oh yeah, don't show this hack job to the guards. Oh yeah, look at that heat wrap job. I am a professional. Aha! It beeped out of here. I think the colors are wrong. Let me see what I wired up wrong. Wow, look at this. This is correct with audio, and I bet volume works. Let me find a mouse so we can play Wolfenstein 3D and really check this out. And since this is an Apple IIGS and has ADB, I've dug out my most cursed possible ADB mouse to use with it. A Next mouse. Aha! Made the beep. System 6.0.4. The Next mouse works. Oh, that's cursed. Let's open up Wolfenstein 3D. Of course, we're using the Apple Squeezer accelerator, so this should play pretty well. Oh, it looks great on this TV. Holy crap. TV volume works. All right, I've got everything back together. I've hooked up an ADB keyboard because Wolfenstein 3D only works with an ADB keyboard, and our Next mouse because that's hilarious. But oh my god, this thing just looks absolutely incredible. I'll put up a picture of what a normal Apple IIGS looks like and just compare that to this transparent Apple IIe style monstrosity. Oh, this is so good. Look how beautiful this is. God, this screen looks fantastic. Whatever magic this GG Labs adapter is doing, I am honestly really impressed. Famously, there's no music in this port of Wolfenstein 3D, which technically shouldn't even exist, but it does. And just everything in this frickin' system. The Apple Squeezer accelerator making this game absolutely fly. It's pretty much not even possible to play this on an unaccelerated 2GS. Alright, well, let's see how usable this TV is as a monitor. It's not going to be as easy to read as an actual computer monitor, but it's still very high resolution. Let's turn on networking. And, yeah, it's really not too bad. Text is a little hard to read. You will connect via the Ethernet 2. That's in this machine. And let's launch the Weber web browser. Yeah, I wouldn't want to read a document on this screen, I think. All right, here's the Weber homepage. Oh yeah, that's a little hard to read. Okay. Let's see. Go to good old frogfind.com. Yeah, frogfind does not work well in Weber. I really need to fix this. I mean, you can browse the site, but even on a regular monitor, it's kind of unreadable here in Weber. But hey, it does work. This screen looks exceptionally good. I can't believe how good this looks as a computer monitor for being a TV, especially kind of a cheap TV sold in prison. So wow, would you look at that? We have built a DIY computer monitor for an Apple IIGS and nothing exploded. Yeah, this computer, this is a dream build for me. I bought this particular Apple IIGS motherboard on eBay like 12 years ago, way before YouTube. And I've been slowly building it up until this culmination of a monstrosity in transparent plastic that you see before you today. And are you going to VCF Midwest? Because I sure am. And guess what I'm bringing? You don't have to guess, it's this. It's this right here. I'm bringing this to VCF Midwest. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, I'm doing a little bit more at VCF Midwest. kind of top secret, but go to VCF Midwest's website, check out the show schedule, and look for something that doesn't quite fit in, because that's me and a few of my friends. In any event, if you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more stuff like this, please subscribe down below, and thank you very much for watching. And a special thanks to Alex Hoffman, Alex the Rat, Andrew Nicholson, April White, Chris Biggs, Chris Calderon, Chris Nelson, Control-Alt-Reese, Darren Johnstone, Dave's Garage, Drew Hamlin, Eduardo Fonseca, 3 Hours 9, Frodo Jedi, Gaspar Heller, George Rojansky, Graham, Greg from Rutk Mods, Harris Brody, JS, James Fryman, James Laurie, Jason Pepas, Camille Rakowski, Lyle Truid, Matthew Crowell, Nick Daniels, Oh It's Just Jose, Paul Spencer, Ryan, Scott Cedarbaum, Scott Thompson, Steve Salavan, Tom Woodfin, Unknown Soldier 41, Veronica Explains, and Xantronics Industrial, who are my highest tiered patrons and all of my Patreon supporters for helping to make these videos possible.